Okay, so so just the formula. So the ABC is the normal vector. X minus, Y minus, Z minus. And your X1, Y1, Z1 is a point. So it can be any of the 3 points. So if we use the point A, 0, 1, 2. So, and then we just work this out. This is 4x, 6y minus 6, minus z plus 2. I just move the numbers over to the other side. And that would be your equation. So when we have a line and we have like just y equals mx plus b, so we plug in an x and we find the y to find a point, what would you do here to find a point? So we know in the vector and the parametric forms, you just plug in the value of t and r and you solve it. That would give you your point. What would we have to do here? Plug in two of them, any two. What I usually do, if I had to find a point, I might do x is 0 and y is 0, and then all you need to do is solve for z. So 4 times 0 plus 6 times 0 minus z equals 4, so z would be minus 4. And then if you needed 3 points, sometimes you're given the equation here, and you're asked to find the vector form. So you have to get 3 points and then start out like the question as if you were given the 3 points. Right? To find vector form, you need 2 vectors. So to get 2 vectors, you need 3 points. To get 3 points, you have to find them. So you might, to find another point, I might do x is 0 and z is 0 and solve for y. And then a third point. And you don't need to plug in zeros, but that usually is easy, right? You could plug in other numbers. Sometimes they have fractions, and you can see if I plugged in a 2, that would get rid of the fractions, so you might do that instead. But you plug in any 2 of them, x, y, or z, and solve for the other. Okay, so, and then if you needed to find, we already know the vector form of this, but we have now 3 different points than were given in the beginning. But if you found the vectors between them, they would be still in the plane, because there's lots of vectors in a plane, but you just need 2 of them to make the vector form. But there's lots of them, right? Any option is in the plane, right? Okay, so that's not the end of 1.3, so we'll finish 1.3 next class, but I will post both the questions for 1.2 and 1.3 because you can, anything we're doing now in 1.3 doesn't have new material, but it's sort of, if I gave you this and this, or if I gave you a plane that's parallel and asked you to find a parallel plane, right, there's sort of slightly different types of questions, so just more examples given different information is what we're going to do. So you could try some of the questions because the first few are just about the cross product. And you have from now until Monday, I would practice as much as you can because you don't want to get behind, right? So I would practice definitely 1.1 and 1.2 and maybe even look at the questions in 1.3, okay?